Epic seeds, epic builds, and today I've got 10 more for you. You probably clicked this video because you saw God tier seeds, so you need to know what that is first. Lots of awesome stuff to come. If you came from Loverfella's video, you probably recognize this seed being on his video. I will give you the seed number for this one as well, but first of all, what is a God tier seed? So within 1,500 blocks from spawn, you will find a flower forest biome, roofed forest biome, warm ocean biome, frozen ocean biome. You'll also find ice spikes biome, mushroom biome, as well as all major biomes. That basically means that you'll have easy access to all the important things that you'll need to craft your worlds in Minecraft. And within 2,000 blocks from spawn, we do have a few more things, and that is at least one ocean monument, as well as 2 witch huts that are within 200 blocks of one another. This means if you're going to build a super massive witch farm, you can do that. God tier seeds can be found at seedhunt.net. There's a total of 700,000 God tier seeds, and that is out of 231 trillion seeds that has been scanned. That is super massive. Now, out of the 700,000, I've managed to narrow it down even more and found 10 awesome seeds for you. I did promise to give you the seed number of this particular shipwreck seed. It's at the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. Yeah, just to make it easy for you, this is where you spawn, and the shipwreck is right here. There we go. On we go, God tier seed number 1. Seed number right there. At the start of each seed, I'll show you the seed maps just briefly, just to make sure you know what kind of world you're getting into, because I'm sure things like that you'll want to know if you're going to commit yourself into building a world on one of these seeds. I won't go into much detail. I guess the only thing that you'll need to know is the color coding. Pink is mushroom biome, red is badlands, white is snow, blue is obviously oceans, this light blue right here are ice spikes, and this light brown are shattered savannas. Now, near spawn over here, we actually have a village right by a witch hut, which is the coolest feature of this seed. There is also a pillager outpost near spawn as well. And on the top left of the screen are coordinates. That's where you should look for points of interest when I'm showing them. You don't always spawn at the point of interest like the one here. There's nothing at spawn, but wait till we go to 0, 0. Okay, here we are. Very cool village right here. And check out that witch hut that is right smack in the middle of the village. It's not even towards the side. Oh, there he is. Yeah, there he is. I really don't see this happening much at all. Just having that witch hut really integrated to the village like that. That is really cool. The village road even goes under the witch hut. Oh, okay. Well, and it's also a village that is partially in a swamp biome, which is always really cool. And there's also a blacksmith right at spawn as well, with some pretty crappy loot, unfortunately. But, well, 5 obsidian and some food is not bad. And just a quick look at the area near this village. Really nice plains area to build on. It's quite flat and very expansive towards that side. You have a nice flowered forest biome right here, which always, well, I love how flowered forest biomes look. They've sort of grown on me. Nice area to build on this side as well. So on these curtains over here, you'll find a really cool floating island village. So other than cool looks, right next to this island village, we actually have a Badlands biome right behind it. It was in my view. Okay, there it is. Badlands right there. And finally, on these coordinates over here, we have a pretty awesome village that is partially in an ice spikes biome. It's also on a nice little hill. So the village partially goes all the way up to these hills, and well, they're right by the ice spikes, which is always a cool thing to have on a village. I'm going to keep seed number 1 short and sweet. If you like loot, seed number 2 is going to be super amazing. Seed number 2 is going to be super amazing. Here's a seed number. Here's a seed map. We've got an area with 4 witch huts close to each other, and towards the left of spawn, there are tons of jungle pyramids, and the loot on them are simply amazing. Oh, I didn't notice this before, but right here, we actually got an island with all ice spikes. We're gonna investigate that later. Hold on. So this is literally spawn. You spawn right here on this block facing this villager's house. That is pretty cool. Spawning inside a village is always a very good thing. You got a really nice area to build on. This plains area next to the spawn is really cool. Nice and flat, but the real highlight is right beside it. Check this out, a bamboo forest right by spawn, which is super cool. That's unlimited fuel right there. Another village at the distance right over on this side. So 2 villages right by spawn, but the real treasure here lies in these jungles. Now you can explore yourself, or you can just watch the coordinates on the top left and watch the loot that I actually get from this. Oh, there's actually 3 villages, so this is number 2. That was number 1, that taiga village just now right over there, and the 3rd village are on these coordinates over here. This one is pretty cool as well because the plains village is right by the bamboo biome, so you have, well, a really cool area to build. Again, lots of plains over here. 3 villages by spawn, can't say no to that. Pyramid number 1. Diamond number 1, second pyramid over here. Again, always pay attention to the coordinates on the top left-hand side of your screen. Tons of gold, but more importantly, 2 more diamonds here, bringing our tally up to 3. So if the first pyramid had 1 diamond and the second one had 2, logically we should have 3 on this one. Gold bars on one side, and on the chest here, 3 diamonds. I am really happy with the loot haul on this seed, to be honest. But we're not done yet. On this pyramid here, we'll actually find some more diamonds. Oh, right. That's interesting. Water inside a pyramid. Did something blow up here? Well, I hope the diamonds are still here. There we go, 2 more diamonds, so we have a tally total of 8 diamonds. So what happened on this side? It's pretty interesting, actually. Haven't seen a pyramid with a hole on its side. Okay, 2 cool things about this mushroom biome right here. If you just swim under, there's actually a ruined portal right by the mushroom biome. It's not really submerged if you go inside. It's actually... well, this is how it looks like. Just a nice detail to the seed, I guess. Okay, this bit here is really cool. Still on that same mushroom biome. If you actually go on this side here, there's a big ravine. If you go into it, you'll actually find another ravine. And if you go into that ravine and just look around a little bit, you'll actually find an exposed stronghold. Not only that, you actually find the end portal room straight away at these coordinates over here. Okay, that was seed number 2. I thought that was pretty good so far. I wanted to investigate these ice spike islands earlier. It was shown on the map, and as you can see, I guess that's pretty cool. It's an ice spikes island, which is completely isolated from any other biome. I don't see that too often, so I guess that's worth mentioning for seed number 2. On we go, seed number 3. And this is seed number 3. We're gonna step it up a bit. This one's really cool. Here's a seed map, and very close to spawn, you have a village that is right by a mushroom biome, and that is the main highlight of this seed. You'll also have a double witch hut very close to spawn, bamboo jungle, badlands biome, ice spikes, shattered savannas. This seed has got it all. This is right where you spawn, and the mushroom biome here, I think it actually looks really cool. I mean, check out all these hanging ledges over here, dark spots, you know, covered by the ledges over there, but the real highlight is right beyond here. This village right here has a, well, it has a floating light post. Not really sure if I should mention that as a highlight, but this village is really cool because it's a plains village that is partially inside the mushroom biome. It cannot actually generate like that. Villages can't generate inside mushroom biomes. So to have that kind of village, a plains village inside a mushroom biome, and let alone on a god tier seed, that is just super rare. That's why this seed is on number 2. You've even got a house all the way up on the hills over here, which is really cool as well. Very nice plains area to build right behind the village, so this would be a perfect spot for a spawn, to be honest. It's just super. Really cool loot on this jungle pyramid on these coordinates. This book here, Fire Protection 4 with Sharpness 4 on an enchant book, is pretty awesome. I mean, you can't really have both enchants on at the same time, but make your pick. Do you want Sharpness 4 or do you want Fire Prot just to go straight into the nether? Both, in my opinion, are really useful. We also have 2 really cool ice spike villages on this seed. This here is the first one. And if you just go along this river on this one, you'll actually find a second ice spike village right behind it, and it should be right over, oh, I'm right on top of it. It's right here, so 2 villages next to each other, very good. There's also a pillager's outpost right by that 3rd village. I have a thing for desert villages that spawn partially in jungle biomes. I think they look really cool. It's sort of like this breath of freshness when you have these structures going into the jungle biome like this. It looks really cool. So this oasis village does make it to this highlight reel as well. And right by the village, you also have a desert pyramid right over here, partially sunken under the desert. Okay. Oh, I didn't notice that before. There's also some diamonds inside the chest in that desert pyramid. Oh, another one over here. Not bad. Oh, wow. Holy. 4 diamonds. I don't remember if I ever found 4 diamonds inside one desert pyramid. That's pretty sick. Lastly, on these coordinates, we do have an exposed stronghold. It's exposed all the way to that side, but we're not going to go there. Just to show you, the main highlight is that the end portal room is exposed right here. Always good to have. My camera is normally on that side, so I keep looking that way. It's not there. It's on that side. Seed number 4. Here's the seed map. If you need to, just pause the video. So this here is spawn. If we just go forward just a little bit, we have a woodlands mansion right by spawn. And I'll be honest with you, it's really hard to find a god tier seed with a mansion at spawn. I mean, finding woodlands mansion seeds, they're hard enough, but to find it in a god tier seed is just, I haven't found many of these before, to be honest. And this one is even more special because it's right by a badlands biome right there. If you want like super awesome glitchy woodlands mansion seeds, I have a whole video on that. Just search for MazBro top mansion seeds. Over here, we have quite the unlikely combination. We have an upside down, almost fully intact shipwreck on that side. Oh, I think that's another one over there. And we do have a ruined portal submerged underwater on that side as well. And behind us is a ravine, which has ocean ruins up top, and underneath, inside the ravine, we have a stronghold. That is so many structures in one location, to be honest. And on these coordinates, there's a cave opening. If you follow it, you'll actually find another stronghold right behind it. And there you go, inside this ravine right here. To close things off for seed number 4, we have a savanna village that is partially glitched into a badlands biome, and well, obviously next to a badlands biome. Yeah, next up, seed number 5. Right, just a quick peek at the seed map. Pause if you need to, on we go. This here is spawn. To the right, you'll find one village in the distance over there, but the village that I really want to highlight is the one at spawn over here. Check that out. I honestly think this is probably one of the best looking ice spike villages I've seen so far, and I've seen my fair bit, and I think this is super awesome. You've got houses all the way up top on these, is it a mountain or... Well, you've got a house up top. So there's something interesting going on down here as well. I'll show you that in a second, but check out this ledge over here next to the village houses, which also extend to this side as well. You actually have ice spikes that are basically holding this section up, I guess. And I haven't seen this sort of formation before where the ice spikes just break like this. Is it because it's under a ledge? I'm not sure, but this is just really unique. It looks super cool. Again, one of the best ice spike villages that I've seen thus far. And right by those ice spikes over here, if we look down, there is an igloo hiding inside the village over here, and I do believe it's the variant with the... Yeah, it is. Yep, there we go. It's the one with the basement, and you have the usual villager and zombie villager up in the bottom. Down in the bottom. Pardon my English. And let's just visit that second village up in the distance real quick. The second village is actually a good village in its own right, but to be honest, that first village is just... it's just too good. So this is just a bonus, to be honest. Just a few more quick highlights on this seed. We have a savanna village that is partially on a desert biome on these coordinates, and right behind the village is a ruined nether portal, which is sort of built into the sides of these hills over here. And lastly, we have a plains village right by a bamboo biome, and parts of the plains village are actually inside the jungle biome, which is always a cool thing to have. That is seed number 5. Seed number 4, seed number 6 on your screen. Here's a map, very brief. 9 ocean monuments around spawn. That is way more than you need, to be honest. But this is the only thing that we'll be looking for here. Don't be surprised if you spawn at an empty island, because you'll actually need to go to 00 to see the main highlight. This is not too far. It's around, I guess, 200-ish blocks from where you spawned. And here you have, well, I guess the tiniest island with a village. I don't know if I've ever seen a village with an island so tiny. Everything else is like its own island. I mean, this is all floating basically. The village generated basically here in the corner, and then you have the rest of the village just extending into the waters. And it's also cool that you actually have a shipwreck that is right by this village as well. Is that a... Oh yeah, it is a two-tone shipwreck. Yeah, it's kind of rare. You have these two different colors going on here. The front half is a different kind of wood, that's spruce, and then you have oak at the back side there. Under the village, you have a pretty cool ravine going on down here as well. Wow, this is massive. Let's have a look at the village from underneath. Everything is pretty much floating. Now, there's not much else that I want to show you on this seed, so with that said, let's head on over to seed number 6. Now, don't get me wrong, there's lots of cool things here, but I'm only highlighting the best of the best, keeping the video short. Wait a second. There we go. Right behind the first village is an ocean monument right there. Here's seed number 7. Here's the map. Very, very cool biomes, but it's all about this spawn. So right here is spawn. All you gotta do is turn around, and mushroom biome and a village right over here. It's very multi-biome. It's partially inside a is that a birch forest? Yes, that is a birch forest biome, and you have, well, mushroom biome, of course. That's the whole point of this. A savanna village inside a mushroom biome is super cool to have. You even have grass patches over here that are generated by the village, farmlands inside the mushroom biome as well. But it's the biome diversity that gets to me on this seed. If you turn around, we actually have a snow biome right behind us as well. And over here, we've got a lakeside pillager's outpost covered in snow, even though it's actually partially inside a bamboo jungle. No, it's next to a bamboo jungle, that would be more precise. Got a little standoff here going on between a panda and a pillager. And on these coordinates over here, we also have an exposed stronghold. I do believe the end portal room is exposed as well. There we go. It's right over here. Break the walls, and we're at the end portal room. There we go. I only have one last highlight to show you on this seed, which is this village here, which is not too far from spawn, and what makes it really cool is just the generation. Yeah, there's just a small patch of plains here. I mean, that plains biome is literally just that patch here, but a village somehow generated, and most of the structures generated inside the roofed forest. If we actually jump down, it's just kind of cool to walk around in this village. It's nice and lush. It's fairy tale-like. I like it. Oh, and if you're wondering what was the name of that application to see the biome map, it's called Amidst, but you can also use chunkbase.com for that. I'd probably go with Chunkbase. It's kind of better at the moment. Okay, seed number 8. We've got 3 seeds left. Here's the seed map, pause if you need to, but the real beauty is here. This ice spikes biome is bordering a flowered forest biome. This is where you spawn, and let's just have a look at that straight away. No villages at spawn here, but just the scenery. I mean, have a look at that. I don't know, flowered forests for me are one of the best biomes. I think it just adds so much color to a scenery. And yeah, I mean, really nice lake, or is that a river? I think that's a river. No, it's a lake. It doesn't connect to anything. Officially, it's a river biome, but yeah, whatever. This just looks so cool to me. I love it, and you have this nice taiga mountains biome behind it. Overall, just a really great place to build, great spawn, and a god tier seed. I mean, there is a village not too far from here, on these coordinates over here. It's also an Ice Spikes village, I believe, but it doesn't beat the one that I showed you earlier on this video. If you skip part of the video, you should roll back, because yeah, that one is just really good. If you haven't already noticed, this video is not about glitchy mansions or strongholds or villages and so on. I have other videos for that. These are god tier seeds. It's a great place if you're thinking of building a long-lasting world because of the variety and the proximity to all the important things near your spawn. Seed number 9. Pause if you need to. This is one of my favorite seeds because, well, it has a Shattered Savanna, which is perhaps my favorite biome in the game. Some noteworthy things that you can explore yourself is that there is an isolated Ice Spikes biome here, surrounded by savanna, which is quite unlikely, but let's just dive right into it. So this is the spot where you spawn. Just go towards this direction, you can see it straight away. There's a plains village that is right by a Shattered Savanna biome. Cool thing here is that you have some villagers' houses spawning up top at the Shattered Savanna, always a cool thing to have. Village roads at the back of the Shattered Savanna as well. If you like Shattered Savanna biomes like I do, there's a video completely dedicated to Shattered Savanna seeds. Just search for top 10 Shattered Savanna biomes by MazBro. So just a few more additional noteworthy things. This is the Ice Spike biomes that is by the Savanna biome, and there is a floating shipwreck going into, well, yeah, I don't know what that ship's doing there, but that is pretty cool. Here we have a pretty unlikely Badlands village. Again, Badlands can't actually have any villages, but villages can actually spawn on that small stretch of desert biome that always generates between a Badlands biome and another biome, any other biome except for ocean biomes. So pretty cool to have on your world, of course. And over here you have a ravine that is splitting between two different biomes that is leading into a pillager's outpost. It looks pretty cool. I didn't really go into spawners yet in this video, but this seed has some pretty good ones. Ooh, diamonds. Okay, but I mean that's pretty far away. Anyway, we have two spawners here, which is, I think it's on the same level. Ah, there it is. So first one over here and second one over there, but I mean not really that close, but you can farm both of these at the same time. One of them is a zombie spawner and the other one is a spider spawner. Coordinates on your screen at the top left just before I move on to the next spawner. So I would say this one is much better. This is two spawners which is right next to each other. One of them is a zombie spawner, the other one is a skeleton spawner. Now that sums it up for seed number 9. One last seed just to put things full circle. Last seed of the day, here's a seed number. I hope you've enjoyed the video so far. If you do, a thumbs up and well, maybe a subscribe would be much appreciated. Clicking the bell notification would be epic. And here's the map. Pause if you need to. Let's dive right in. Oh, by the way, 2 ocean monuments very close to spawn, very useful to have. This is not spawn, a bit far, coordinates on your top left, but we do have a plains village right by a Badlands biome on this seed, which is really cool. We have a savanna biome on that side as well. Very nice plains area to build on, but actually what I want to show you on this seed is right at spawn, and I just want to close the video at spawn. It makes more sense. Okay, back at spawn. So, well, nothing much going on here. There is a portal over on that side, overground. Let's just see if there's any good loot here. Silk Touch Axe. Well, you can use this, for example, to break packed ice, so that's really good to have, actually. Silk Touch at spawn, yeah. I wonder, though, can you actually grab an ender chest with this? It's probably gonna take a while, but... Is this even working? It's working, but oh my gosh. Oh, did it? It broke it. Yeah, that didn't even work. Well, I almost broke my mouse doing that. Anyway, teleport to 0, 0 coordinates, and this is what I want to show you guys. There we go. So we've actually Come round, full circle, we started off with a shipwreck on the ledge, which was not a god tier seed, but this time we have a shipwreck on a cliff that is a god tier seed. Now granted, it's not a fully intact shipwreck like that other seed, but it's still a cool place to build. Very similar design, it's inside a cove, and I mean, you can just restore the boat, make something awesome out of it. I mean, it's kind of more fun that way, isn't it? When you have to just build a little bit, it's Minecraft after all. Underneath this shipwreck over here, there's actually a ravine. Let me just show you real quick. Right there, you have a sizable ravine, I would say, going down there. There's also an ocean monument right over there near spawn as well. So I guess that sums it up. If you're looking for other seeds, bedrock seeds, I've got a whole playlist for that. This is for Java edition, so make sure you're on the right version. Always copy paste seeds just to make sure that they don't bug out. And as always, thanks for watching. The name's MazBro. Do consider subscribing. I hope I'll see you guys next time. Do say hi in the comment section below.